All right, ladies, congrats on the win. I want to start with both of you. You, Lauren, what changed from the second and third set to the fourth and fifth set? Because you were able to turn this match around.
I think we came out pretty hard in the second set. After we kind of lost a little bit, and we just used the motivation from each other. We kind of went back to the basics, and we talk a lot about grit. That's one of our core values. So we just really found it within ourselves to keep that energy and keep that fire, and that was kind of the turning point.
Abby, what'd you see?
Yeah, I totally think that we started separating a little bit individually. I think we were dwelling on our errors and not being together, and then we kind of focused. We were like, hey, we're a team, let's go, let's lean on each other. And I think that was really what helped. I think we all noticed it at the same time. And once we all started leaning on each other, it's just like old times, and we started playing our game. And so we were like, we're a team. There's 6 people, 7 people out sometimes with Chloe out there with our bench. We're a whole team. We can't do this alone.
Lauren, how'd you feel out there? 20 kills there. They called your number. You feeling pretty good there, locked in?
Yeah. I was just trying to stay pretty, have a lot of energy, stay positive. I think we kind of, like she said, separate a little bit. So I was kind of trying to keep the fire and keep everyone motivated, and just, if you make an error, just shake it off and just go for the next one.
Abby, you got so many options, like a Lauren Clark and Ava, and obviously your middles. Just talk about that as you run the offense. Another great match, 47 assists. And kind of the flow of the offense.
Yeah, we always go into a game with a game plan, and it's obviously keeping the offense consistent, but also even. They're going to catch up. The other team, they did catch up on some of our tendencies, and that's knowing me, having that reliability that I can go to anyone in that time, and I know that they'll put it away. So it makes my job a lot easier, actually, and I'm very thankful for it. And yeah, we have a really balanced and equal team, I think, and it really helps.
Both of you, speak of the atmosphere. Another great crowd. I saw softball players, the team was here. Baseball players were here. The other night, women's basketball players were. Just speak to that support, not just from the local fans, but also from your fellow student athletes here that are supporting you all.
Yeah, I think we're actually really good. We support each other all the time in the training room, at our lunch place. We always go up to each other. We ask when their next games are. And we do a really good job of going to their games, and they do a great job of supporting us, and it helps so much. We love our crowd, we love our fans, but having that other athlete support is really it's something different, and it's really cool.
I agree. I think having the support of not only student athletes but our fans too, it really creates for a great atmosphere to play in, and just knowing that they're gonna keep supporting us and showing up, it helps us play a little bit harder for sure. Yeah.
Lauren, I know you've said in the past that this atmosphere is one of the reasons why you decided to come to UCF. Abby, is that the same with you? What got you to come here to UCF? Is playing in these atmospheres in the venue?
Yeah, for sure. I actually didn't know about the fan base or anything when I was going through my recruiting process, because mine was in COVID, so mine was a little bit different. I couldn't come see it in person. I couldn't come to a game. But I obviously looked up pictures online and saw that they drew a great crowd. And then definitely coming in last year, I was like, whoa, this is cool. This is so nice to be a part of, having that fan base, having that support all the time. People have your back. And now, yeah, it helps our team so much grow, and it's definitely a special place to be.
What's it like playing for Coach Maurer and the staff as y'all get used to each other and they get used to you?
She, obviously it's a new coaching staff, but she's been around. New coaching staff for me, totally. But I really like the cohesiveness and how we're kind of going. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, just go ahead.
I think that they blend really, really well, and they have their duties, and they do a great job of that. But they also will contribute to other people, and it's really nice, and it keeps it really balanced. Again, we're a balanced team, but they're also a very balanced coaching staff. And it really helps us as players because we know who exactly we can go to. And having Jenny from last year is really nice just to have that consistency. And then having 2 new coaches, it's going to be a new team every year. So it's just getting to learn them. And I think Europe definitely helped with that.
Last question. Now you go on the road for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's going to be the keys there you're going to work on to be successful on the road? And what have you learned about each other as a team so far through 9 matches?
I think definitely tonight we need to lean on each other 100%. I think that's when we play our best, and we pulled out the 5th set this time, and I think that's really important. And we didn't play our best, but we still pulled it out and pulled together, and I think that's a really important thing to go into the next few weeks when we don't have our own fan base. We create the energy for each other. Our bench does a really good job of that, and yeah, we have a few big matches coming up, and we're not going to be here to have that fan base or that athletic support, but we know that it's from Orlando. We know that they're supporting us, and I think that's really important to have that in the back of our head.
I agree. I think we kind of just have to get into practice, get after it, really focus in, and be able to translate that to our games. So just kind of like finding the fire within each other and using that motivation and just going out there and playing our game.
Yeah.